I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic start to their week. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to today's edition of Cubs Daily, presented by FanArch. My name is Steven Ryan. The Cubs are set for 3 in San Francisco. We're going to preview that series. We're going to talk about Seiya Suzuki and what could we potentially do with him to help him get off the schneid. We're going to talk about a very eerie comparison with a former Cub legend as of recent. Cade Horton has been sensational. We're going to get into that. And we're going to talk about the Cubs' top pitching prospect, Jackson Wiggins, as he continues to show really promising stuff down in AA. But before we get into all that, I appreciate every single one of you who continue to check in on the channel daily. I hope you all are doing well. Looks like the Cubs are back on track. Hopefully we can make a push here and continue to play solid ball throughout September. So, let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Seiya Suzuki. Obviously, we had to get over the Kyle Tucker slump, right? It looks like Kyle's turning around a corner on that front. Now we need to get Seiya out of this slump. Seiya had an absolutely sensational first half. Should have been an all-star. Totally understandable. And you would have thought that first game back after being snubbed from the All-Star game in his first at-bat, he hit a tremendous 3-run homer and got that second half started with a bang. He has been, unfortunately, just below the Mendoza line ever since. He's only had 2 home runs since the All-Star break. 1 came in the first at-bat. He's just not hitting whatsoever. At the plate, he looks lost. He's swinging. There's no plate approach anymore. So I'm not sure what Seiya needs to get right. I don't know if he needs a day off, 2 days off, something. Something to just take the game at from a different angle and just reapproach it. Because unfortunately, I'm not sure if dropping him down in the order is going to do anything for him necessarily. He needs a day off. He just needs to talk to, I don't know, a psychic or, something. He needs to just do something different to get himself out of this funk. Seiya is not this bad of a hitter. Okay? Plain and simple. He's a very, very solid hitter. He's going to get back to hitting the baseball, but right now he is in a tremendous slump. So hopefully, maybe, again, this is a great opportunity for Owen Casey to continue to get ABs and continue to develop here later on in the season as the Cubs continue to make a push for the playoffs. Mixing it up, maybe letting Willie Castro play third, so Matt Shaw can DH. I don't know. Just thinking of options, letting Kyle Tucker DH more, potentially. We have a lot of more defensive flexibility than we did before, so I think this is a good time to just let Seiya sit, especially this weekend, potentially. In Colorado, you should win ball games without Seiya Suzuki. Let him take the first 2 days off. Let him play back on Sunday, getaway day. Get that confidence right, heading back to Wrigley to face Atlanta next week. So, it's time to sit Seiya. We need to give him a breather. He's been playing all season long. Everyone's tired. We totally understand. Let's give him a breather and see how he reacts to that. Now, we have an absolutely insane run going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, with Cade Horton, who's absolutely on a heater, ladies and gentlemen. His second half start has been incredible. So incredible that it draws comparisons to Jake Legend Arrieta, essentially. Those 2 years Jake Arrieta gave us in 2015 and 2016 was absolutely historic. Unbelievable stuff. But it started in the second half of 2015. Pushed him to the Cy Young, led him to talking trash on Twitter, where he dominated the Pirates in the wild card game and put us in the NLDS. Let's take a look at some of these numbers real quick, okay? These are the first 7 starts of the second half for Cade Horton this year and Jake Arrieta in 2015, okay? Now, Cade Horton has pitched about 10 less innings again. Pitching's a little bit different now. There's a little more analytical stuff to it. Jake Arrieta was a workhorse in that sense back in the day. But again, look at the numbers. They're very, very comparable, okay? Cade Horton, the swing and miss stuff is there. The ERA, sub half. He's only let him 1 run, I think, all second half. He's been incredible, and he's even been better since the beginning of June. Cade, I think this is what we were thinking, We wanted the Cubs to go and get an arm. I totally understand. But maybe, just maybe, they needed to, allow room to flourish so Cade Horton could shine. Because just look at these numbers. He's absolutely been incredible. And right now, it's all about him gaining that confidence and continuing to develop as the season progresses. And he definitely has that capability. So, exciting stuff from Cade Horton. I'm excited to watch his journey continue. He's going to get another chance this weekend in Colorado to do some damage, and I imagine he will do so. So, let's hop on over to the Cubs' top prospect, Jackson Wiggins, who continues to flash brilliance down in the minor leagues, okay? Now, he had a little shoulder concern early on in June, so they've been kind of like splitting starts with him. You know, not splitting starts, but he's going in more short spurts. You know, as of recently, he went 3 innings, but he's really got good stuff. And it's really, you know, those short bursts, those long relief bursts are really favoring him as he continues to develop. So the Cubs have been cautious with Wiggins since he experienced a bout of shoulder discomfort after his June 20th start. But in his last start, he breezed through 3 scoreless innings, only allowing 1 hit. He did issue 2 walks, but he punched out 2. And, you know, his fastball's gotten up to 99 miles an hour. He's got really good stuff. He's been doing really well down in Double-A. So, could he be up as early as next season? Possibly. I'm not sure what the Cubs view him as, but, you know, just in terms of potential replacements for Ben Brown or Javier Assad, who I still are going to imagine be with the team next year. But, you know, Jackson, 99 miles an hour, that's tough to teach, right? That's going to help win playoff games down the road. I just don't know how quickly he's going to be called up. But in his starts in Double-A, he's got a .96 whip, so he's barely not even allowing a runner onto first base each inning. So really impressive stuff from Jackson Wiggins so far. Hopefully the Cubs don't ruin him or, you know, spoil him by bringing him up too early. I think we have plenty of depth at the major league level in terms of pitching. Maybe not star pitching, but pitching that gets the job done, okay? Colin Ray's been fantastic. Javier Assad was really good his last start, too. I know he's facing the Angels, but he did the job, okay? He did the job. You can sit in the comments, Javier A.S. Assad, he is not supposed to be a star pitcher, but he is very serviceable for what we are paying him. No doubt about it. So, the Cubs are set for 3 in San Francisco. Matthew Boyd is going to be going on the bump tomorrow. He'll be facing future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander, who I saw had a 1-in-10 record, which I was like, wow, that is something you do not see every day. So the Cubs have a really good advantage there. They got Colin Ray going on Wednesday, and we'll have Shota Imanaga going for us on Thursday. So really good pitching for the Cubs coming up here against San Fran. I ideally want to sweep, obviously. Everyone wants to sweep. We want to win every baseball game, but let's get 2 of 3. I think winning 2 of 3 against the Giants is very accomplishable. We are a good enough team, and we are playing well enough to get that done. So we got 6 games coming up here on the West Coast, 3 with San Francisco, 3 with Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know below what you think the Cubs' record should be for these 6 games. Are you thinking 4-2, 5-1? Personally, I think 5-1 is a very accomplishable stretch. It's not easy, but we need to sweep the Rockies. The Rockies are not a good ball club. We should dominate them every single time out. So, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow with another one. We'll talk soon.